Recording in progress.
Good evening, everybody. A massive welcome to our call this week. My name is Danni Wells. So I just want to, before I begin my training, do our random wheel of names to find out who the winner is from the week 1 March challenge. So these are all the people that completed week 1. They shared on 4 different days the evidence of their DMO, their daily method of operation. So I've put everybody's name into a random wheel, which I'm going to spin in just a second so we can see live who the winner is, and I'm going to send you tomorrow a bag of goodies. If you missed out on the week 1 challenge, it is not too late to join in week 2. In week 2, we don't require you to share your DMO every day, just at the end of your working week. So whether your working week is Friday, Saturday or Sunday, just share on that day. Right, let's go to our random wheel here. Can you guys all see that? Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you can see the wheel. Okay, let's give it a spin and see who the winner is. Emma Lee. Well done, Emma. We'll get your products to you tomorrow. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to minimize that. Right, so I have put together a training for you guys that I personally think is epic, and it does have a story behind it. So about a year ago, me and my husband had started a conversation where we were talking about the possibility of trying for another baby. So we had 10 years where we thought that just having our 2 daughters was absolutely where we were supposed to be, and there was never the option to have it anymore. But last year we started the conversation about the possibility of having number 3, and we came to the conclusion that that was what we were going to do. So before we started trying for a baby, I wanted to be in optimal health. So that's in terms of like my mental well-being, in terms of exercise, and in terms of nutrition. Now, if anyone here has ever tried for a baby before or gone through a pregnancy, then you will know that you are encouraged to take supplements. For example, things like folic acid. You tend to hear that a lot. So I was looking at all of the Arbonne nutrition that I currently took and was trying to work out if I needed to supplement and buy different products from another company. So I was trying to work this out. So all of the research that I've done tonight is all based on me a year ago, working out if what I was was currently taking with Arbonne was enough, or if I needed to go out and buy extra bits to supplement. Now, you guys might be on the call tonight and not trying for a baby, not pregnant, and that's absolutely fine, because actually in my research, I learned that to live an optimal, healthy lifestyle, so to just go from day to day at peak health, everything that I've put together is the same. It's exactly the same. So I'm going to share with you what I found in terms of the research. And what I would love you to do is to get a pen and paper. So if you need to quickly scrabble and go and get some pen and paper, please do. And I would love you to write a list down one side of the paper where you've got enough space to write in a couple of things next to each of the vitamins and minerals that I'm going to go through. So we're going to talk about 4 vitamins in terms of vitamin A, C, D, and E. So just write those down, vitamin A, C, D, and E. And then we're going to talk about the B vitamins. So then we've got B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. And then we've got the minerals. So magnesium, protein, calcium, iron, zinc, and copper. Now, if you're a bit like me, a year ago, wasn't actually quite sure what the difference between a vitamin and mineral was, I'm going to tell you. This is in the most basic form. I'm not some superior top nutritionist at all. I'm just an average person, like the next average Joe, that a year ago sat down and took the time to work out if my Arbonne protein shake and nutrition that I was taking on a daily basis was enough to make me at peak fertility to try for a baby. And even if I hadn't been in that position, I still would have been interested if the protein and nutrition that I was taking from Arbonne would put me in the best performance for a health point of view, particularly over the last couple of years. Like, health is so important to people. So the difference between a vitamin and mineral: a vitamin is a nutrient that is found in living plants and animals in the most basic form. A mineral is found in inorganic sources, and we're going to learn a little bit more about that as we go. The reason why we need vitamins and minerals, why they're so essential for, there's lots of different reasons, but here's just a few reasons why we need everyday vitamins and minerals. Mineral deficiency is the largest source of physical problems and aging. Fighting infections and reducing the risk of disease, for example, cancer. They aid metabolism and convert fat and carbohydrates into energy. They keep cells strong and bind tissue together. They regulate the balance of fluids in and out of cells. They are components of enzymes and hormones. They assist the forming of bones and tissue growth, and so many more. But that's just like the most basic form of why we need vitamins and minerals every single day. So hopefully you've got your paper and you've got your pen and you're ready to be blown away like I was when I was sat there a year ago trying to work out what we need on a daily basis and what Arbonne gives us. Now, I base this on my basic shake that I have every single morning and have been doing for many years now. And my basic shake is just water with 2 scoops of protein. Doesn't really matter what flavor, but if you want to know, my favorite's the coffee. And I also love the strawberry when it's available. So 2 scoops of protein and 1 scoop of the multivitamins. That's that little tub. My gosh, you are going to be blown away when you learn about that little tub. So that is my basic shake. Now, from time to time, I do add additional things into my protein shake, but I really wanted to understand what that basic shake gave me, because I had that every day, no matter what. So I'm going to talk to you about a basic shake, 2 protein powder scoops and 1 multivitamin scoop, and what that actually gives you. Now, we're going to be talking about the recommended daily allowance. If you guys just put it in the chat if you've heard of the recommended daily allowance, so RDA, just let us know if you've heard of it. If you've never heard of the RDA, the recommended daily allowance, this is basically an idea that was thought up about 100 years ago after the war, when people were malnourished and they weren't thriving anymore. And so a group of experts at the time, 100 years ago, decided to have a look at what people were missing and what problems that was causing to their health. And they came up with this idea that everybody needs to have on a daily basis a certain amount of these different vitamins and these different minerals. And they came up with a number for every single one. So the recommended daily allowance is what your average person needs on a daily basis. Now, for any of like the nutritionists on the call, you guys will know this, but if you're like me, average Joe, the recommended daily allowance is quite an outdated idea. So 100 years on, we have evolved so much, but we still use the recommended daily allowance, even though it's like 100 years old idea. So what a lot of companies like Arbonne, good companies, may I add, what a lot of good companies do is they don't rely on the recommended daily allowance. What they do is they source a team of experts that are in the science field, and they ask them, this is what each of the vitamins and minerals recommended daily allowances, but what do you believe that we need to lead an optimal healthy lifestyle? And they put together their numbers. Now, because those numbers vary, I actually stuck with the recommended daily allowance, because for you guys, your customer base are more likely to understand the recommended daily allowance, as was I when I was speaking to my GP and midwife. So if you are somebody that knows that the recommended daily allowance is quite low and actually it needs to be a bit higher, that's fine. But I tried to keep this as simple as I could, so that when you're giving this information to your clients or putting it on social media, most people understand RDA, recommended daily allowance. So that is the number that I'm going to use for everything tonight, so that you can see the comparison. So we're going to start off by talking about vitamin A. So that should be at the top of your list. And what I would love you to do is to write down what the recommended daily allowance is, so RDA for short, and what a basic Arbonne protein shake provides, how much percent it gives you, which I've included. And if you want to go extra, you can write down a couple of benefits that that vitamin provides, which I've also put in here as well. So vitamin A, the first one, you need, so the RDA for vitamin A is 3,000 mcg, so micrograms, or for some people, they like to use IU. So that's 10,000 IUs. So just write down whichever you prefer. And that's what we need in vitamin A a day. A basic protein shake gives you 323%. So well over the vitamin A that you need. So you actually get 23% from the protein powder and 300% from the multivitamins. Now, you obviously can get all of these vitamins and minerals from foods, and I have included on every slide what foods you can get, because I do not condone a liquid-only diet unless you have a medical practitioner that says otherwise. I do believe in eating food. For me, this protein shake has saved me over the last few months, because I haven't been able to eat food properly. I've not been able to keep it down. So having my daily protein shake has meant that peace of mind of knowing that at least I'm getting the right nutrition that I need. It's been so helpful. Now, when I first looked at this, I was concerned that there was such a thing as too much vitamin A. There is, but it's very, very, very high. So I actually looked into, well, how much is too much vitamin A? If you're talking about a protein shake that Arbonne sells, you're looking at 4 protein shakes a day. So if you're somebody that's having 4 protein shakes a day, that's 8 scoops, that is too much vitamin A. If you're somebody that's having 1, 2, maybe using a bit of protein for like protein pancakes, protein waffles, adding it to your porridge, it's fine. A little bit more is absolutely fine. But if you're having more than, say, 4 protein shakes a day, that is too much. And you definitely want to look at trying to reduce that, because that's too much vitamin A, unless you've been told otherwise, obviously. So feel free to write down any of the health benefits that you personally think are the most beneficial here. If you want to write down any foods, you can do. And all these slides are going to be shared, so you can go back and write down anything that you've missed from these slides as well. So moving on to vitamin C, you need 90 milligrams a day of vitamin C, and you get the full amount from your protein shake in the morning. So by the time you've had your protein shake, by 7 a.m, you've had a full amount of vitamin C. You can tick that off, and anything extra that you get from food is a bonus. You get 27 milligrams from your protein powder and 120 milligrams from your multivitamins. So that is vitamin C. So you can see there the different foods and the different health benefits. Okay, so hopefully you've written something down for vitamin C. Vitamin D, the sunlight. So you need 800 IUs of vitamin D a day. And in your morning protein shake, you get the full amount. So you're getting everything that you need from a vitamin D point of view. You get 50 in your protein powder and 800 in your multivitamins. So if you're somebody that's always being told, you know, maybe you've got seasonal affective disorder, the sunlight really affects you, absolutely go and get as much sunlight as you're able to, but also look at your vitamin D and make sure that you're adding 1 scoop of multivitamins every single day into your diet, because that baby, honestly, it's just a powerhouse product. The multivitamins is like my number one product. It's overtaken Fizz Sticks for me. So that's vitamin D. Vitamin E, you need 22 to 33 milligrams a day. And in your protein shake, you're getting 82%. So 82% of vitamin E you've done by the morning. So you can boost that by adding things like spinach into your shake, some fruits and blackberries. So you can add up, you can top up, and that is vitamin E. And you've got all your benefits there as well. So feel free to write any benefits there that you think are the most interesting. That's vitamin E. Right, so now I'm going to talk about the B vitamins. So B vitamins are water soluble, which basically means that your body does not store them. So for this reason, your diet must supply them every single day. B vitamins have very important functions and are vital for maintaining good health. So this is, I always think of this like brushing your teeth. If you brushed your teeth last week and didn't do it again, it's not going to give you the same benefit. You have to do it every day. So you need to take your B vitamins every single day. Vitamin deficiency leads to increased risk of developing infectious, allergic, and inflammatory diseases. Since B vitamins are synthesized by plants, yeast, and bacteria, but not by mammals, mammals must acquire B vitamins from dietary sources. So we're going to talk about the first one, B1, which is also called thiamine. So you need 1.4 milligrams a day of B1, and your protein shake in the morning gives you 260%, so over the amount. And again, I had a look to see if there was such a thing as too much B1, and a little bit more is absolutely fine. You'll just wee out anything extra that you have, so you're fine if you do take extra B1. That's absolutely not a problem at all. So that is B1. Okay, B2, also known as riboflavin, you need 1.4 milligrams a day, and your protein shake, your basic protein shake, gives you the full amount. So you've had all your vitamin B2 by the morning, which is amazing. So B2. So as you can see, when I was putting this together, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. B3, niacin, you need 18 milligrams a day. Your protein shake gives you the full amount. So that is niacin. And again, if anyone is missing writing anything down, these slides will be shared. B5, pantothenic acid, you need 5 milligrams a day. Your protein shake gives you the full amount. So you can basically put a big fat tick next to it. If you take any extra B5, it will just flush out of the system when you go to the toilet. So that is a B5. Okay, B6, pyridoxine, you need 1.2 milligrams a day. You get the full amount in your Arbonne protein shake. So another big fat green tick there. So that is B6. B7, biotin, you need 30 micrograms a day. You're getting the full amount from your shake again. Full amount, big fat green tick. B9, folic acid. So this is probably one that many of you have probably heard of, and it was probably my biggest one that I wanted to double check that I was getting enough of. You need 400 UGs a day. Your protein shake with the multivitamins gives you 156%. So as you can see here, I did not need to buy folic acid from elsewhere, which was something that I was wondering. I wonder if my shake gives me enough folic acid. I wonder if I need to buy this as a supplement. No. The bottom line of this whole presentation, by the way, is I did not have to buy supplements elsewhere. I stuck with my Arbonne protein shake. I didn't have to spend money on anything else. I got it all that I needed from Arbonne. B12, and this is the one I struggle to say, cobalamin. Feel free to put in the chat how you actually say it, because I'm not 100% sure on that. But B12, you need 2.8 micrograms, and you get the full amount in your shake. So again, full amount of B12 going in. You can see why some of us like to start the day off with a spring in our step, like we're getting everything that we need from our morning shake. Right, so now we're going to move on to the minerals. So we're coming towards the end. So magnesium, you need 360 milligrams a day. The shake gives you 46%. So obviously you do need to supplement with food for your magnesium. What I do is I actually add a scoop of peanut butter into my shake, which I love the taste of, and that adds to the magnesium. You can also add spinach, avocado. You can make sure you're eating almonds and cashews. So that'll just boost that magnesium for you for the day. So that is magnesium. Protein, you need 60 grams a day, and Arbonne's protein powder gives you 20 grams. So that's 33%. You can boost that if you want to by buying the Arbonne's protein boosts and add a scoop of that to boost the protein in your shake if you want to. Otherwise, you can do that with food. So I've added lots of foods here to see where you can get your protein from. So that is protein. Calcium, you need 1,000 milligrams a day, and you're getting 66% in your protein shake. So 66% done by 7 a.m. And if you want to, you can increase that by using soy milk. You can increase it by adding things like you can actually add broccoli and kale into your shake if you want to. I've heard people have done that. Or you can just eat some almonds or sesame seeds, or you can drink some orange juice. So that will help for your daily calcium needs. That's calcium. Iron, you need 14 milligrams a day of iron, and from your shake, you're getting 36%. So again, I've just included here ways to boost your iron for the day. So that is iron. Zinc, you need 11 milligrams a day of zinc, and your protein shake gives you the full amount. So big fat green tick, zinc, done. So that will help you with your zinc intake for the day. So that's zinc. Copper, you need 1.2 milligrams a day, big fat green tick. Your protein shake gives you the full amount of copper, which is amazing. Okay, so we have come to the end. I know that was a lot of information. And as I say, I have shared the slides so you can go back and write down what you feel is most important for you and your client base in terms of the benefits, so you can explain this to people. Now, Becky Ravenhill has kindly put together a file which has been loaded onto the Be More page that you can print off so that you can see for yourself basically what I've written here. So you can print that off. Now, I do want to talk to you about this, a full amino acid profiler. Is anybody here, just show of hands, who has heard of a full amino acid profile? I'd heard of it, but I had no idea what it was. So this again was something else. I was like, what is that? I need to look into it. So our protein powder adds a full amino acid count, which basically means it includes all of your B vitamins. A protein is considered complete. So you'll see this word on protein powders, it will say complete, when it has 9 essential amino acids in somewhat equal amounts. Essential amino acids are those that cannot be made by the body, and they must be eaten in our diet. We need all of the B vitamins for muscle and cell repair. A lot of foods are missing all of the B vitamins that we need. Our body can make some B vitamins, but only around 5. So we have to get the rest of them from elsewhere, so supplements. So basically, our Arbonne protein powder has a full amino acid profile. So if you were speaking to your GP or your midwife, you'd be able to say that proudly, that the protein shake that I'm drinking every morning has a full amino acid profile. And that's something that you can share with your clients loudly and proudly. Now, I actually do add a Digestion Plus every single morning to my protein shake as well. And I just wanted to touch on the benefits of our Digestion Plus. Now, many of you, I've heard you say, and I say it as well, if I ever miss my Digestion Plus, like I'm bloated, I'm constantly going to the toilet, my skin breaks out, like we can see the difference in ourselves when we miss a Digestion Plus or when we have a Digestion Plus. But I just want to share this with you because this astounded me when I was putting this information together. 1 sachet of Digestion Plus has 3 billion bacillus coagulants, which basically are good bacteria. So 3 billion good bacteria. The probiotics, so it has 3 things in it: probiotics, prebiotics, and enzymes that I just want to talk to you about. The probiotics are living strains of bacteria that add to the amount of good bacteria in your digestive system. The probiotics are a mix of live good bacteria and or yeasts that live in your body. Bacteria is sometimes seen as negative and something that makes you sick, but you've got 2 kinds of bacteria constantly living in and on your body: good bacteria and bad bacteria. Prebiotics are specialized plant fibers that act as food for the good bacteria. This stimulates growth among the pre-existing good bacteria. And prebiotics also are compounds in food that help the growth or activity of good microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. The most common example is the gastrointestinal tract, where prebiotics can change organisms in the gut microbiome. So I know that's probably a little bit complex, but hopefully you can take something from there. And if you're sharing on social media, you can take that and just copy it and share that. In the gut health, there is also, so one sachet of gut health, there is also 1,256 milligrams of chicory root. Now, just take some time after this call or tomorrow to just Google chicory root, just in itself. And then if you want to put a post on social media tomorrow, when you take your Digestion Plus, just talk about the chicory root in itself, because that one ingredient is mind-blowing. You won't believe the benefits of this one ingredient, chicory root. So take the time to look into that. In the Digestion Plus, there is also 50 micrograms. That's right. No, milligrams. I was right, wasn't I? Micrograms of ginger and 50 micrograms of chamomile. Again, 2 more ingredients that you just want to Google the benefits of chamomile, benefits of ginger. And you can use that to share on your social media platforms whenever you're thinking, I want to share an Arbonne benefit with my network, with my audience, but what can I talk about? Just talk about the Digestion Plus, because that one product in itself, you can see why it's the sort of product that when people buy one box, they will never, ever not buy it from you again, because the benefits are just unbelievable. So every morning I also add a Digestion Plus, a gut health, into my shake. Also in the Digestion Plus is a 330 milligram enzyme blend. So there are so many enzymes in the Digestion Plus. And if you don't know what enzymes are, I think of them like Pac-Man, where each one breaks down a different type of food, if you like, when we eat or when we consume. So we need these enzymes because when your body doesn't make enough of an enzyme, that's when we get sensitivities or become intolerant to a food. So if you want to do some extra research into this, just look at the enzymes alone. Just take one enzyme, Google that one enzyme, get some information on it and share that, because you'll be amazed at the enzyme blend that is in the Gut Health, the Digestion Plus. Now, I also add 1 scoop of fiber boost into my protein shake every day. So we've gone from a basic protein shake with 2 scoops of protein and 1 scoop of the multivitamins to me boosting it with gut health, the Digestion Plus, and then like just knocking it out the park, like the gold standard of shake, by also adding a scoop of fiber boost. And the reason why I do that is because you need 28 grams a day of fiber. You get 6 grams in your protein powder, which is great, but obviously it's not enough. So by putting an extra scoop of fiber boost into your shake every morning, that's an additional 12. And not only that, a scoop of fiber also gives you 10 milligrams of niacin, 3 milligrams of B2 and 2 milligrams of B6. And the benefits of just taking fiber, just astounding. For me, so for anyone that's had a baby, you'll know that when you get pregnant, everything can block a little bit. It can be a little bit uncomfortable. I was taking the fiber boost really early on, and I was so thankful that I was having the fiber boost. And whenever I'd put on Facebook, like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm taking the fiber boost, like everyone would understand exactly what I was saying. And they'd be like, I hear you, girl, I hear you. So this fiber boost is just game changing for anybody, but particularly for anyone that's trying for a baby or pregnant. Right, so now I want to talk to you about those 4 products. Now, I am a Be Well member. Let me know in the chat if you're a Be Well member. I am, and I get my box of 4 products every single month. So those 4 products: a bag of protein powder, a box of gut health, a bag of fiber boost, and the multivitamins. And obviously I get my free complimentary gift every single month. So as a Be Well member, 1 bag of protein would normally cost £74, but for us Be Well members, we pay £59.20. We pay $29.60 for a tub of multivitamins instead of $37. Instead of paying $50 for the gut health, we pay $40. And instead of paying $38 for the fiber, we pay £30.40. We get free shipping, and we get a complimentary gift up to £80. This month it's the red clay mask, and we get the full Be Well service, which is just, that in itself is staggering. So that means we get the whole website, we get the Facebook groups, we get everything that the groups come with. So the daily fitness classes, the cooking classes, the gratitude, the miracle morning classes, the mindfulness, the book clubs. There's so much available as a Be Well member. Now, the whole thing costs me £159.20 every single month to be a Be Well member. And I'm going to break that down. So £159.20 divided by 30 days is £5.30 a day, or £37 a week. So that's what it cost me to get my Be Well box every month. And what I did was I actually spent the time having a look at other companies that sell nutrition, like protein powders and multivitamins, etc., to see if there was any comparison with what we do, so our monthly Be Well box of those 4 products, with other companies. And the closest that I could find was a company that sold an arrangement of products like we do, and it was £14 a day, and it wasn't even the same amount of nutritional value. So if our products are giving us 100% of nutritional value, the closest that I could find was 60% in nutritional value, costing £14 a day rather than £5.30. So I was just amazed by how good we actually have it with those 4 products every single month. The money that we're saving and the nutritional value that we're getting that is benefiting our health. Arbonne by far gives the most nutritional value at the most affordable price, by far. And I spent days and hours doing my research into this. So when you share this information with other people, you introduce somebody into the Be Well service. For every 1 client, if they were ordering the same as me, those 4 products, you would get paid £40 for helping 1 person be introduced to being a Be Well member and getting those 4 products every month. If you were to help 2 people, so let's say you help 1 and you ask them to spread the word, you've now got 2 clients, you're going to get paid £80 a month. 3 clients, you're going to get paid £120 a month. 4 clients, you're going to get paid £160 a month, and 5, you're going to get paid £200 a month. Plus, you're also going to get paid an addition based on overrides, based on your team leader or level of experience as well. Now, if you were to really focus over this month and maybe next month as well on being a Be Well member yourself and promoting the benefits of what it means to be a Be Well member and what you get from it and the nutritional value that you get, the money that you're saving, and you were to attract other people to become Be Well members in your business, and let's say you end April with 5 Be Well clients who are just happier than life, you're probably going to be looking at building your business to the area manager level, which is the level that your business is willable, you can pass on. The average income of it as an area manager, this is average. So this isn't even the top level, this is average. The average income is £7,000 a year as an area manager. And all you're doing here, this is how I look at this myself, is being a Be Well member yourself and sharing the benefits. Everything that I've just shared tonight, if you find your way of sharing that, people are looking for this. They just don't understand it. But if you can find a way to put this into your words, to explain it to people, you're going to find people that are looking for this. They just haven't got the words to put it into place. So you are going to build your business into area manager level. This is where you're really taking things up a notch. And this might be your 3rd or 4th thing that you do. You might have 2 full-time jobs and then you're doing this on the side. All you're doing is making your protein shake in the morning and telling people the benefits on a daily basis. It doesn't even take that long to do it, especially if you put the content together and build your own area. Now, that is basically everything that I've put together. So I just want to end by saying that this protein shake every morning, I know I've already said it's literally saved me, but I cannot explain enough what it's done. It enabled us to be at peak fertility. When we were ready to try, we got pregnant straight away, literally within days of us saying, right, let's go, let's do this. It really helped me massively through my pregnancy, I've been suffering with a really unfortunate problem called HG sickness, and it affects about 2% of women. And I had it with my daughters, and it basically means I can't keep food down. So whenever I eat, it would come back up unless I was on heavy medication, which then had other effects. So having this shake every single morning has meant that my baby has been at optimal health. It's meant that I've been able to function as well. And there was times where I was just feeling like I just couldn't go on anymore. It was so difficult. And I said to my husband, I'm a foodie, I love food. And I said to my husband, there's no enjoyment for me in food anymore. Like, that enjoyment has completely gone. Food to me is horrible to me now. I hate food. But every day I wake up and I look forward to my shake. I really, really look forward to having my shake. It makes me feel happy because I'm flooding my body with everything that I've just gone through with you guys. And I just feel like if I hadn't have had that, I would 100% have been in hospital. I was in hospital a lot with my pregnancies with my last two girls because I didn't have Arbonne then. My gosh, I wish I had have done. But this time I've got this in my life. And I thank this shake, the reason why I haven't been admitted to hospital once, not once. And with my first daughter, by this point, I'd been in and out probably 4 or 5 times. So this protein shake has literally been my little lifesaver. And all I want you guys to do is just take this information and share it with your audience, because I promise you now, there's people in your audience, in your network that are me 10 years ago, really at a low point in my health, really suffering and not understanding why. And if you can get this information across to people and they can understand it, there's no way they're not going to want to have these products once they understand what it is and what it does and what effect it's going to have on them on a day-to-day level. So that's me. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really look forward to you taking all of this information, and feel free to edit it, do whatever you need to do to put it into your words, but just take it and share it. Just share this with your audience. It doesn't have to be the whole content. Take bit by bit, just do little videos or pictures of you making your shake and just sharing what that shake actually gives you and the benefits that it provides in your life. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And I really, really look forward to following what you will put on your social medias about your morning protein shake. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.